Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are making Ichigo Daifuku, which are these beautiful mochi balls filled with strawberry and red bean paste. So we're going to start by making the red bean paste, or the anko. You'll need 1 cup of red adzuki beans, which you want to soak for about 8 to 10 hours. Let's bring those beans to the boil. I'm just going to add a little bit more water so that there's enough water to boil, and you just want to boil this for about 5 minutes, and this is going to get rid of any bitterness in the beans. We're going to strain off the water, return the beans to the pot, add fresh water and bring that to the boil again. Once that is boiling, you're going to bring that down to a simmer, and then we're just going to let this cook for about 1 to 1.5 hours until the beans are totally cooked through. To check that the beans are cooked, just squish a couple of beans between your fingers, and if they mash really easily, they're ready to go. And now we are ready to make our bean paste. Get rid of all the water, and then, yeah, you guessed it, we're going to return the beans to the pot. We're going to add 1 cup of white sugar. You can use brown sugar, but I like white because I think it makes a kind of shinier paste. Give that a little mix. You'll see that it is still kind of soggy, but don't worry, most of the water will evaporate once we cook this for a little while, and it'll also harden up when we cool it down. You want to be sure to continually mix this mixture because now that we've added sugar, it is prone to burning. We're going to add some salt and vanilla bean paste and just let that mix all in. Now we're just going to cook this right down. Keep mixing until it thickens up. And you know your mixture is ready when you can kind of push all the bean paste to one half and it just kind of stays in that half. Transfer the anko to a nice large plate or tray and just spread it all out nice and evenly, and this is going to help it cool down quickly. Now just let that chill for 30 minutes in the refrigerator. You'll need 6 strawberries for this recipe. You want to wash them, dry them, and then you can go ahead and chop the tops off. I should probably also mention that you don't actually need to make the anko. I just thought it would be nice to teach you guys how, but you can definitely buy it for super cheap at any Chinese, Korean, or Japanese grocery. Now that your strawberries are prepped and ready, you're going to need about 150 grams of anko. You can use about 200 grams if you have really big strawberries, or just 150 for small strawberries. You'll need to divide the paste into 6 pieces and roll them into balls. And I found that dividing 150 into 6 is 25 grams, and 25 grams is about a tablespoon, which worked really nicely. Now that we're set up for success, we can cover our strawberries with the anko, which is one of the trickier parts of this recipe. So are you ready? You're going to need a ball of anko. You want to flatten it in the palm of your hand like so, and place the strawberry in the center. Now use both hands to help kind of just shimmy all the anko paste around the strawberry. This is kind of difficult, but yeah, just go slow. I found that rolling it like this kind of really helps. And yeah, ta-da, done. And then you're just going to repeat this 5 more times. When you've repeated that 5 times and you are a strawberry wrapping pro, just put that into the refrigerator for about 20 minutes while we make our mochi dough. Ah, that rhymed. I'm awesome. And here is where our mochi adventure gets super fun. Whatever method you choose, you will need to prepare this tray of cornstarch. More cornstarch is better than not enough cornstarch. For the steaming method, you will need a non-stick bowl. Yes, I'm using my rice cooker bowl. You'll need 100 grams of glutinous rice flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 200 ml of water, which I did not measure correctly for this recipe, as I am figuring out now and adding more water. This is the most important step, guys. You want to mix the mixture until there are 0 lumps. You need to be extremely patient, otherwise your mochi will not be smooth. It will have lumps and bumps in it and it won't be nice. So this is the most important step. Just mix until there are no lumps and it is milky white. Steam the mixture for 13 minutes over boiling water. Once that's done, you're going to use a wooden spoon or wooden paddle. You're going to dip it in some water just to make things easier for yourself, and you want to mix until you have a smooth, even, very sticky dough. Turn out the dough onto your corn flour tray. I'm so sorry about the lighting. I don't have those professional photo light things, so I'm just using natural light, which means clouds and stuff go by and change the color of my screen. Anyway, I'm putting the mochi dough onto the corn flour tray. Oh look, it's sunny. And then we are going to use our hands to make sure we cover this entire sticky dough with the corn flour. Now you want to form the mochi into a nice fat log shape. Sprinkle some corn flour onto a knife and then you're going to use your knife to cut it into 6 equal parts. Retrieve your anko strawberries from the refrigerator and we are ready to wrap. Now with the pieces of mochi, they are quite covered in corn flour, so it's good to have a pastry brush nearby so you can brush off any excess when you need to. Now the dough's actually still hot, which is a good thing. We want to be working with warm dough because cold dough is not going to work for us. So take a piece of mochi, you want to flatten it out into a circular shape. I'm putting my strawberry and tip down and then I'm wrapping the mochi at the base and pinching it all together to seal everything in. You can kind of rearrange the shape with your hands as I'm doing now. Brush any excess corn flour off and there is your mochi. Now the microwave method of this is insanely easy, guys. The exact same mixture, and again you want to make sure you're mixing until it is very, very smooth. Now we're just going to pop that into the microwave just for 2 minutes. Once that's done, we're just going to give that a really good mix before we put that back into the microwave and just for 1 more minute. And that's it, our mochi is cooked. We just need to give it one last stir so that everything is nice and even. And you can actually add some flavoring if you like. This is how you add matcha flavoring to your mochi. I'm using 1 teaspoon of ceremonial grade matcha and I'm adding just enough water. I think it's about 2 to 3 teaspoons of water, just enough to make this smooth matcha paste. I'm adding the smooth paste to the cooked mochi batter and then we're just going to mix that through until it's evenly distributed through the mochi dough, which can take some elbow grease. So just keep mixing until it is smooth and green throughout. And that is it, guys. The rest of the steps are the same. If you want to make a berry flavored one, it's better to add the flavoring and some vegan pink food coloring before you actually microwave the dough. Again, you want to mix it until it is very smooth and all the steps are the same after that. Let's cut it in half, and this is the most satisfying part of the video. Voila! Wow, that looks so good. Let's cut one of each color in half because why not? We made them. Matcha, 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 looking so good, and strawberry. This looks so cute. And my camera kind of dies now, so that's why we cut to this shot. And it's delicious, guys. So delicious. I hope you make this recipe. Thank you for watching another recipe video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more Japanese recipes this month. More coming to you. See ya.